Our buddy Joe Madison is on the line with us. Day 38, isn't it, Joe, of your hunger strike here?
Yes, day 38.
So bring us up to date.
November 8th. Well, where politically, physically, what do you want to know?
Well, I'm curious, number one, what's the situation with the possibility that the Senate might carve out a hole in the filibuster like they just did to pass to raise the debt ceiling, only this time for something I think is far more important, voting rights, number one. And number two, maybe I should reverse these. How are you feeling? You've been going 38 days without solid food here.
Well, let me start with the physical part. 194 to now 169. Good days,
weight.
Bad days. Yeah. And that is anticipated. There are days, headaches. It's what happens when you do this, and that's one thing people always ask me. That's usually the first thing. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue until this is signed. Now let me take you to the second question. There is serious movement. As we're speaking right now, the NAACP leadership is meeting with several Democratic senators to figure out how to carve out the filibuster. As you know, the filibuster has been adjusted, carved out, set aside 160 times since 1969. And then just recently, they did it for the the debt ceiling. One of Senator Sinema's argument was that she wasn't comfortable carving it out because she didn't want to mess with Senate rules. Well, she just did, and so the argument is she doesn't have an argument anymore. If you can carve it out 160 times and carve it out now for the debt ceiling, nothing is more important than protecting one's voting rights. And it's not just African Americans, man. Tom, I've learned since this hunger strike that in states like where you were living at one time, Maine and New Hampshire, these folks actually have a poll tax. And what I mean is students have to register their car to vote and pay a fee if they want to register to vote, which is tantamount to a poll tax.
Yep.
You have states that are now saying, even though there have been several states that have done mail-in voting, absentee balloting, that now want to get rid of absentee balloting. So there is movement. I've had conversations with several senators. There were 13 senators, Democrats, that got an incomplete score from the NAACP because they had not come out strong enough to support the two voting rights bills. And now they're all meeting to get that scorecard changed.
Oh, so that's interesting.
I'm staying. Yeah, that's happening as we talk. I think that it's a virtual meeting. It just started probably about 20 minutes ago. I think quite honestly that we're going to get these two bills passed. But here's why I'm so glad that you wanted to do this today. Chuck Schumer has told me in an interview that I did, people, please put the pressure on your senators keep their feet to the fire. Use, the number you give out to the Capitol switchboard, 5 calls apps, whatever platform there is, they need right now to be bombarded with calls, and they believe that it could happen, by the end of the year. Senator Warnock yesterday went on the floor of the Senate and said that these 2 bills ought to be voted on even before the Build Back Better bill.
Yeah.
In other words, get it out, get it done. And then Senator Mark Warner of Virginia came out strongly and said that he now is ready to consider any way to carve out the filibuster bill. And then I had Eric Holder on, who reminded my listeners, hell, the filibuster bill has been carved more than a Thanksgiving turkey. So this is where I am. Yeah. And I told Schumer, I have no intention of stopping this hunger strike until these bills are passed.
We are talking with the great Joe Madison, the Black Eagle. He is the host of his own program on Sirius XM, 6 to 10 a.m., channel 126, the Urban View channel, civil and human rights activist. JoeMadison.com is his website. Madison Sirius XM is his Twitter handle. And Joe, you're suggesting that people call the Senate. The switchboard number for the Senate is 202-224-3121. This is a Senate problem, and it's a Democratic problem by and large, because we know that the Republican Party has, they're right up front about the fact that they don't want everybody to vote.
This is, and you've said that, and I've said this, they are now the party of voter suppression. And they're telling this lie, and you can you can tell your audience, it is that the federal government has no constitutional right to intervene in voting as it relates to states' rights. Well, that's a bold-faced lie.
Yep.
And there are several Supreme Court decisions that people can refer to. But what do they care about lying? But I think, and by the way, 100% of the Senate Republicans received an F on the NAACP scorecard because they have refused to not only support the John Lewis bill and the other voting rights bill, but they don't even want to debate it. That's why they keep bringing up the filibuster. So the Democrats are right now trying to work out among themselves how will they carve this out so that they can get the 50+1 votes to make this law.
Yeah,
that's where we are.
I'm with you, and I think that blowing up the filibuster to pass the debt ceiling just reveals what a charade this is. Yep. Joe Madison, the great Joe Madison.
They can do it.
Yeah, there you go.
They can do it.
Yeah, listen to Joe Monday through Friday on Sirius XM, 6 to 10 a.m. on channel 126. JoeMadison.com, Madison Sirius XM on Twitter. Joe, thanks so much. Keep going, my friend, and stay healthy, please.